This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last session, we discussed about that how to create a user, how to set the password, how to set the attributes, how to create a group, how to add the user to the particular group, okay, how to check how many users are there in that particular group, right? And how to know how many groups this user belongs to, how to give the sudo access, how to delete the user, how to delete the group. All these things we discussed, right? So today we are going to discuss about that cron tab, right? I hope you guys has completed that practicing the user and group administration related comments. So and attendance is very less. Okay, so still many people are not joining. So I'm going to remove that who are not attending the classes regularly. I don't want that kind of guys. Okay, so if you want to continue, every day you have to attend the classes. Otherwise, we don't want that kind of irregular students. Okay, even 20 members also enough for me, but those guys should be attend regularly. Otherwise, you can drop out today itself. We'll refund the fees. Okay, if you're irregular, if you're not joining, then drop out today itself. Okay, why I'm telling this one? Many people are not joining, and I'm recording this session. At least who are not attending, who are going to go through this recording, at least they will realize, and tomorrow onwards they has to join for the classes. Okay. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about that cron tab. So what is the cron tab? Why we need to use this cron tab? Okay, so if you want to automate some regular jobs, so I want to execute some commands every day at night 12 a.m. IST. Okay, every day night at 12 a.m. IST I need to execute one commands. It is very difficult, right? That particular time login and executing those commands, right? Sometimes you may forget what to do. Very simple. So write those commands into one particular file and save as .sh. All the shell scripts file extension is .sh. All the shell scripts file extension is .sh. So shell script is nothing but it is the one simple file. It contains series of commands. Okay, shell script is nothing but it is the one simple file. It contains that series of commands. Okay, so here we are going to configure that particular shell script to run whatever the schedule time you have configured. So for that one, we are going to the cron tab. So it is going to use that one service called as cron d. Service name is cron d dot service. So if you stop the service, your cron tab is not going to work. So already you know how to check the status. You can use that service command or systemctl command. You can use the service command or systemctl command to check the status. Right. So by default, everyone have the cron tab access. Everyone means all the users, normal user or root user. Anybody have by default they have the access to this particular service. Okay. If you leave like that one, so each user they will log in and they are going to create their own jobs. As a result, your server resources are going to be utilized more, right? So how to restrict that cran tab access to all the users? How to restrict that cran tab access to all the users? It's very simple. Just create a one file called as a cran.allow file, where in etc directory I want to create a one empty file with the name cran.allow in the etc directory. So if you want to create empty file, we are going to use the touch command. We are going to use the touch command. So as a normal user, can you able to create the file in the etc directory? No. You have to execute this command with the root user. Okay. So if I keep that hash means you have to execute this command with the root user. Clear? So now once if you create this file, no one is going to get the access for the cran tab feature. Okay. So how to check how many jobs I have configured with my user? Very simple. Cran tab -l. Cran tab means cran table. Tab means table. Cran is just one service. Okay. Tab means table. -l list the jobs. So if you want to edit cran tab -e. If you want to configure the job, we are going to edit cran tab -e. So if you want to delete it, cran tab -r. Cran tab -r. So it is going to remove. Now we have created this file. By default, it is going to disable the access for everyone. How to give the cran tab access to the specific user? How to give the cran tab access? Very simple. To whom we need to provide the cran tab feature? Just add that particular user into this particular file. Okay. So open this file with the VI editor and add the username to whom we need to give the cran tab access. So I want to give the access for Bhaskar user. Okay. So just open this file and add this one. Clear? So like this, you can give the access to that particular user. Okay. So let me connect to the server and first let me check whether I have access or not. Then we'll see. Let me connect to the server. Connect. Okay. I hope you guys are familiar with how to connect to the server and you guys are executing the commands, right? So who are new to these commands, who are joined today first session, don't worry on this one. I will help you how to create a server, how to connect to the server. Okay. So now I have logged in as a EC2-user. EC2-user is a normal user. So if you want to check how many jobs you have configured, very simple. Cran tab -l. See, it is showing the no cran tab for EC2-user. No cran tab for EC2-user. Means you have the access, but you didn't configure the cran any jobs. the cron table you didn't configure anything. So now what I will do, I am going to create a one file, one empty file, right, in the etc directory, cron.allo, right. See, now I am executing this touch command. Using the touch command, we can create an empty file. Already we know. As a normal user, is it possible to create a file or update a file in the etc directory? No, we'll get error. See, permission denied. But yesterday we discussed EC2 user have the sudo access. If you have the sudo access, is it possible to create it? Yes, it is possible. Okay, how? Just use a sudo command. Sudo space touch command space give that directory and file name. See, it's created. Now you can check cron tab -l. See what it is saying. You EC2 user not allowed to use this program. You means EC2 user are not allowed to use this program. Right? Means you don't have the access. You don't have the access to for cron table. Now I want to give the cron tab access. For that one, we are going to update that file. VA, it is in the etc directory, cron.allo. See, just type I, it will come insert mode, and I am going to add that EC-user. Save it. If you want to save, first you should be keep the file in the command mode. For that one, press the escape button, then colon W. Now again you can type cron tab -l. See, it is showing that no cron tab for EC-user. Right. So like this, guys, you can restrict the access and you can provide the access. Clear? So anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay. Now I want to configure one shell script, okay, to run every minute. So I have a one shell script called as hello.sh. So just create this shell script hello.sh, just vi space hello.sh. Then and you can add some command. Shell script is nothing but it's a one simple file. It contains series of commands. So echo hello guys, echo good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, then echo today date is. If you want to display the date command, date you have to use the date command, right? So echo cron tab demo, right? So already you guys know echo command, date command, right? So now I want to save it. Escape colon W. So let me create this file. Just type I, it will come insert mode. add these commands. Have added. Save it. Okay. Now you have a one shell script. See, hello.sh. So how to run the shell script? So this is my shell script, hello.sh. How to run the shell script? Very simple. /hello.sh. So now if you run this one, it is giving that permission denied. Why? If you see, we don't have the execute permissions for the hello.sh. Do we have execute permissions? We don't have the execute permissions. How to give the execute permissions for the user? How to give the execute permissions for the only user? Very simple. chmod u plus x. Only for user I am saying. And hello.sh. Right? So this is the command to give the execute permissions only for the user. Okay, copy and just execute it. Now if you run /hello.sh, see, it is running. It is running. Right. Now instead of running the shell script manually, I want to automate it. I want to run every minute. Right. So for that one, we are going to configure this particular shell script in the cron table. So what is the cron tab format? See, I think yesterday I shared some commands, some interview questions. Our students who have attended the interviews, those guys shared with me. In that one, they asked that cron tab format. So the cron tab format, it will be like this one. So total 6 fields are there. So the first field is minute, second field is hours, third field is day of the month, means fourth one is month name, fifth one is day of the week. So sixth one is which command or which shell script we need to execute. Right. So Nani Reddy is asking that can we call cron tab format as cron expression? So cron tab format means the standard format. So what are the fields are there and what is the first field it will come, that is the format. Expression means based on your requirement it is going to change, because see, I want to run the shell script every minute, so this is the expression, star by one, star star star. Clear, Nani? Okay, so if you see here, total 6 fields are there in the cron tab format, and the interval is going to ask that can you explain the cron tab format and each field possible values also. If you see, the first field is going to be represented minutes, so total 60 minutes are there. It is starting with 0, so 0 to 59, right? So the attendance is 1 2 3. Even from last 2-3 days I am observing the attendance is 1 to 3, means 123 people are joining. Good, but I'm expecting that 100% attendance. Okay, so total minutes are 60 minutes. It is starting with 0, that's why 0 to 59. Hours, 24 hours are there. It is starting with 0, that's why 0 to 23. Even though 24 hours, but it is starting with 0, that's why 0 to 23. Day of the month, so maximum days in a month is 31. So that's why 1 to 31. Month. So total 12 months are there. It is starting with 1. So 1 to 12. And it is starting with, you can use numbers, or you can use that each month 3 characters. Each month 3 characters. And day of the week. See, total 7 days in a week. It is starting with 0. That's why 0 to 6 possible values. Or you can use sun, month, tu, wed, like that. Each week name, first 3 characters. Okay, first letter should be capital letter. And the sixth one is the which command or which shell script you want to execute this particular time. Right. So now my requirement is I want to run this shell script every minute. So every minute means star by 1. Remaining values are like stars. This is the shell script I want to run. Okay. And you have to give the absolute path of this shell script. Absolute path means full path where this shell script is available. Where your shell script is available, you can check it. So this is the path your shell script is available. See, correct? Na? So you have to give this full path. So when you are running this shell script, it is going to give some output. Na? Yes or no? See, it is giving some output. I want to redirect that output to one particular file. I want to redirect that file, that output into one particular file. So what we are going to do? We are going to use some redirection symbols. So greater than means redirect standard output. Redirect standard output. Okay, means whatever the output, it is going to redirect in one particular file. Right. See, we can use that greater than and specify the file name. Okay, hello dot log or something. So where you want to store this file? If this file is not there, it is going to create it. Where you have to create it? Specify the path. I want to create in the EC2 user home directory. Right. So when you are executing this shell script, it may give errors and it may run without errors also. Right. I want to redirect both output and error into this particular file. Okay. I want to redirect both output and error into this particular. By default, greater than symbol is going to redirect the output only. Remember, it is going to redirect only the output. But my requirement is I want to redirect both output and error. What to do? You have to use that some file descriptors. Okay. File descriptors. How many file descriptors are there? 3 file descriptors are there. 0, 1, 2. 3 file descriptors are there. What do you mean by 0? 0 means standard input. 1 means standard output. 2 means standard error. Standard error. Right. So like this, you can use these file descriptors to redirect that output and error both, right? So here you have to keep two means standard error greater than, okay, and 1 means standard output and standard error both I want to redirect, right? So this is the way we are going to configure. So Nani Reddy is asking, usually in Java, when we run Java program, first it will compile and then it will run. Shell script also it will compile internally? No, it is not a compile language, right? So it is not going to generate any bytecode files. Directly it is going to run. Okay, clear? So anyway, we are going to discuss these file descriptors again in our shell script. Just remember, 3 file descriptors are there. 0 means standard input, 1 means standard output, 2 means standard error. Right. And here if you see, we are redirecting error, standard error and standard output both. Okay. Now, just you can copy this one and you can configure in the cron tab. So if you want to configure in the cron tab, we are going to execute that. Which command? Cron tab hyphen E. E means edit, L means list, R means remove. So just type I, it will come in insert mode and paste it. Okay, save it. Now you can go and execute cron tab hyphen L. See, it is displaying this job name. It is displaying, right? So now after some time, if you go and see, hello.log file is going to be create and it contains some log, right? Let's wait 1 minute and you can see. Okay. Only by looking into logs we can know if the shell script runs successfully. Yes. Okay. So otherwise how we will see? I will know. See, hello.log file has created. See the content in that particular file. If you want to see the content in that particular file, what is the command, guys? Cat command. Cat hello.log. See, it's executed. Now the time is 1 o'clock, 3 minutes, 1 second. Right. So after 1 minute, if you go and see, definitely it will be 4. When if your shell script is configured successfully and if it is running every minute. Right. So right now it is 6:33. Once we'll reach 6:34. Okay. Now your cron tab has run successfully and you can see that output. Okay. Definitely it will be 104. See that? Yes or no? Means your cron tab is running successfully. Okay. You may have questions. Sir, is it fixed? This cron tab expression is fixed. No. Based on your requirement, your cron tab expression is going to change. Now you are clear, right, about this cron tab format. If you know that one, generating this expression is very simple based on your requirement. So I am going to share one URL, cron tab generator.org. So use this URL. Okay, I'm going to share this URL. Okay, I'm going to share this URL. So can someone share this URL in the Skype group? Our VIPs who are not attending the classes, they will go to that one, our Skype group, and they will search. Otherwise, they are going to type manually in the browser. Right. See here, first field minutes, second field hours, third one is days, and fourth one is the month name, fifth one is the day of the week. So based on your requirement, you can come and select. Suppose fifth minute. Okay, every day at night 1 o'clock. Okay, and it has to run every day at night 1 o'clock, fifth minute. You want to run. So remaining fields don't select it. Remaining fields, days, months, weeks, don't select it. And which command you want to run? I want to run hello.sh. Okay, just hold on, click on generate cron tab line. See, 5, fifth minute, 1 means 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Yes, it should be server time. In the server, whatever the time is there, that server time it is going to be. Right? Sheetal is asking, yearly is it possible? Yes, we have some predefined cron tab formats are there. @yearly, @month. You can use it. It is possible. Right? If you see here, so based on your requirement, you can select these values and you can give the command, which command you want to execute, and click on generate cron tab line. Right? Now you can go here. If you paste this expression, see here. If you observe hello.sh, so you have to give the full path. Okay, so we didn't give that full path, that's why it is giving that name. And see, in the real time, that output we are going to redirect into a null device. This is a one file. This is the one we can call as one device, null device. So whatever the output you are going to give to null device, it is going to make it as 0 size. So I don't want to store that output. I want to make it 0. So when we are going to store that output into one particular file, you have configured and it is not giving correct results and you want to verify it. So that time you are going to keep into a one file to validate that log. Otherwise, we are going to redirect into a null device. Right? So like that, we are going to configure. If you see here, every time it is overriding that content. So this is one output, this is another output, this is another output. It is overriding. Right? Now my requirement is, instead of overriding, it has to append. It has to append. For that one, what we are going to do? We are going to use that double greater than. So double greater than means append the standard output. It is going to append. Instead of redirect, it is going to append. right? So what I will do, I will update it cran tab -e. So instead of single grade, then I am going to use that double grade. Then save it. So now if you see that hello.log, see, two outputs are there, right? Earlier we were seeing that only that one output, the latest output, right? Now it is showing that two outputs, right? So like this, guys, you can redirect or you can append that output to a one particular file. So after some time, if you go and see, you will see that one more output. Right now it is 6:42 seconds. Once it reaches 6:41, okay, you will see one more output. Right now two outputs. This is one output. This is another output. Right? If you see, still it is not ran. So we'll wait some more seconds. Let's see now. It is one output. This is another output. This is another output. If you want only the latest output, then you can redirect instead of appending. You can use the one single grade there. Okay. If you want to display that only that the latest output, so you can use the tail command, tail -f, that particular file name. Okay. So one second. Anyway, it is going to update that tail -f hello.log. Right now, just see 111. After some time, it is reaches to the 6:42, right? See, now we can see that this one also. So this is the use of -f. Okay. So if the file is keep on updating, the updated content is going to be display here. Yes, sir. Clear? Anybody have any questions so far regarding this cran tab? No questions? Okay. See, if you want to see what are the jobs you have configured, we are going to use this one. So if I want to see particular user cran job, okay, so for that one, we are going to use the cran tab -l and -u. U means user and specify the username. As a normal user, you are not able to see that other user cran tabs. What to do? You have to execute this command as a root user. How to execute this command as a root user. Right. So it is going to display that Bhaskar user cran tab. Okay. Now, yes, using sudo also it is possible. Okay. So you can execute this command. So just type Control C. See, it will give that must be privileged to use -u, or you can use that sudo. See, it is showing that no cran tab for Bhaskar. Okay. See, like this, guys, you can configure n number of jobs. Suppose you have one shell script called as date.sh. Okay. So you can configure date.sh, date.log like this one. N number of jobs you can configure it in the same cron table. Suppose you want to comment it. Okay, I don't want to run one job. So that time what you will do, just type in I, it will come insert mode and keep that hash. So if you keep the hash, okay, if you keep the hash, what will happen? It is going to comment it, means it is not going to execute it, right? See, right now the output is this one, 114. So once it reaches the minute 6:46, okay, even though if minute has passed, it is not going to run, and you are not going to see that output other than this one. So the last output will be this one only, right? Why? Because we have commented. If you comment it, so in the shell script, if you use the single line, it is going to be comment, right? So now it's 6:46, right? Just display the content. See, 114 only it is there. Earlier also it's 114 only. It is not going to run. So like that, you can comment, uncomment it. So don't delete it, because you may want to again use this expression, right? Just simply put that comment hash symbol. Clear? Anybody have any questions, guys? Okay, so now I want to delete this cron table. So if you want to see that cron tabs, we are going to use that cron tab -l. So if you want to delete it, how to debug if the scheduled cron job is not running? Very simple. Go to that log. So your logs are available in the /var log. There you will see that cron. Okay. See, here you have to use it. It is going to display here. See, it is clearly showing. Okay. Begin edit, replace, end, and reload. And it is CMD means it is executing. Okay. And we executed that Bhaskar user's cron job. Na? That's why see, as a root user, it is going to use, and we, so all the information is going to be available in the var log cron. So if your cron tab is not running, go here and see this particular file. In one of the interview they asked, so I have configured the cron tab and it is not working. Can you tell me the debugging approach? First, you have to check the this particular file, cron log, and you have to see that cron d.service is up and running. If the service is not running, even though if you have configured that cron tab, jobs you have configured in the cron table, it is not going to work. Clear? So now I want to delete this cron table. For that one, we can use that cron tab -r. So if you use that -r, it is going to remove without confirmation. But my requirement is it has to ask that confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete cron table, like that one? So for that one, you can use the I interactive mode. See, cron tab really delete EC2 users cron tab. If you say yes and if you press the enter button, it is going to delete. If you say no and if you press the enter button, it is not going to delete. Still, it is there. See, but if you use that R without I, it is going to delete without any confirmation. Just execute it. See, it's deleted. It's not giving any confirmation. Yes or no? And if you go and see, it is saying that no grant offer EC-user. Clear, guys? Anybody have any question about this cron tab? Yes, that's all about the cron tab. Okay, so just refer this URL for your generating the cron tab expression. Very simple. Based on your requirement, you can. So will log file will be still there? Yes, log file will be still, it is there in your server. See, hello.log. Even that script file also there. Krishna is asking, sir, if it is it possible to delete take the backup if the delete job has by mistake I have deleted? No, it is not possible. That's why before deleting, see that what are the jobs you have configured using the cron tab -L and copy that one and save somewhere. Clear? Okay. So the next slide is remote access related commands. See, if you want to connect a server, what you are doing? You are going to that AWS admin console, right? And you are selecting that particular server, which server you want to connect, and you are clicking on connect. And here we'll come to the SSH client tab. We are going to copy this one, copy, and we are going to execute this one. If you observe here, which command we are using? SSH. SSH means secure shell is the command to connect to the server. We are going to use to connect to the server. Right. So Krishna is asking related to the cron tab. Sir, can we run multiple jobs at a time, same time for same user? Yes, I told you. See, you can configure n number of jobs. Your wish. You can. Nitish is asking, sir, can we download key again from AWS after creating EC2 instance? Not possible. So that's why after after downloading that EC2 instance, immediately you have to save somewhere. Okay, so if you delete the PEM file, you are not able to recover. Clear? So if you want to connect to a server, we are going to use the SSH command. SSH username @ server IP address or host name. Server IP address or host name. So once if you hit the enter, it is going to ask the password. Okay, just type that password and hit the enter. Automatically it is going to connect it. But if you see here, I am using that PEM file. Okay, when I am connecting to the server, I am using the PEM file. So if you use the PEM file, it is not going to ask the password. It is not going to ask the password, right? So just delete this one. See, SSH username @ server host name. You can use the type address or server host name. So if you don't give the PEM file, you have to give the password. Already we know that EC2 user password. Yes or no? Yesterday we set the password for EC2 user, Bhaskar user and root user. Correct? Now what I'm going to do, just I'm going to execute this command. How? just open the mobile star or git bash. So how many guys are using the git bash? Guys, installing the git bash is very simple. So I hope everyone have this URL. Yes or no? If not, guys, someone can share this URL in the Skype group. And guys, so it is every time sharing this same URLs, it is very difficult. Once I have shared any URLs, save somewhere and you can bookmark it. See here, git bash. Click on this one. So it will take you to that official download page and click on download. So it is going to download that Windows version. And after downloading, it is going to download as a one .exe file. You will see in the downloads folder that exe file. Double click on that one. Next. That's all. After installing successfully, left side down, type to search. One search option is there. There you can search with the git space bash. It will come one option. Once if you select this one and if you open, it is going to open one command prompt. You will see one window like command prompt. So there you can execute this command or open the mobile star, click on local session and execute this command. If you are using that MacBook, open the terminal. Okay. You don't want to go to that folder where your PEM files are there because I am not going to use that PEM files to connect to the server. I am going to use that password to the connect to the server. See, it is giving that error. It is giving the error. By default, your EC2 instances is not allowing to connect to the server with the password. Then what to do? You have to do some configurations. What configurations you have to do? Very simple. So I have created one recorded video. Okay. So guys, each topic I have created one playlist. Okay. So you see, once if you log in into Mithun Technologies YouTube channel, click on this playlist. Okay. Just scroll down. You will see that Linux videos. Right. Click on view full playlist. See here all the videos which are related to only the Linux. EC2 instance creation already we gone through. Convert PEM file to PPK. So if you want to connect to the Linux server through PuTTY, first you have to convert the PEM file to the PPK file. Don't worry about this video. Connect to the Linux server through mobile star. You guys gone through that one. Connect to the Linux server using the git bash. So if you want, you can go through this video. Connect to the EC2 instance from your MacBook. Okay. AWS password login configuration. Okay, so in this video I have clearly explained, okay, what are the configurations you have to do if you want to log in with the password. Okay, even I have created one blog. Okay, so come to Mithun Technologies blog. You will see that one label called as Linux. Click on this Linux. Okay, there you will see that. You can continue. So here I have explained about the cron tab. If you want, you can go through. See, steps to create password login. AWS password login. See, first login with the root user with the PEM file. So very first time you have to connect to that server with the PEM file. Right. Then set the password. So already we set the password yesterday only. Then update the password authentication parameter in sshd_config file, which is available in the etc directory SSH. Right. So now let me go to that server. So already we have connected to the server through PEM file. Switch to the root user, sudo su hyphen, go to that etc directory. There you will see the SSH. So there we have one file called as sshd underscore config file. sshd underscore config file. Just type, just hit the enter. Okay, and you can search with that. So if you want to search, you can type that / here for password AUTH. Just hit the enter. See here, password authentication by default it is no. Just type I, it will come insert mode. Instead of no, just change no to yes and save it. Then you have to restart the service. If you want to restart the service, we are going to use the service command. Service name sshd restart. Okay, so just execute this command. It's restart. Now go to the terminal. You can execute the same command ssh username @server IP address or hostname. Hit the enter. See, it is asking password. Now we are not getting the error. Earlier we were getting the error like this one. Now it is asking the password. So the password is password only. See, now you can able to. So guys, you guys also can able to execute this command from your laptop, and password is password only. Can you try? So in the password, instead of wo, use that 0. Let's see how many guys are logged in. Okay, so still no one is logged in. Myself logged in 2 times with from my laptop. That's why I see same IP address. You guys are logging in. No, I can see here. Still no one is logged in. No, just execute the command whatever I have given. Open the mobile-xterm or git bash. Okay. Execute that command. It is going to ask the password. Just give the password. Okay. I think one person has logged in. See, this is the IP address his machine. Christian, he is saying login done. So Priya is also saying done. Let's see. Yes, one more person also joined. Right. So Arvind also saying done. Okay. So he also logged in. Okay. So guys, so like this, you can log in into the, or you can connect to the server using the SSH command. SSH username address server IP address or hostname to which server you want to connect. Hit the enter and fill out the password. So whatever the password authentication you have enabled, that is the violation. You should not supposed to connect to that EC2 instance with the password. So you are going to get one mail from that AWS guys, like abuse report. Okay, so what you will do, you can revert back. Okay, so what you have to do, that one, go to that etc directory. There you will see that SSH, and go to this particular file. Instead of yes, make it no, and you have to restart the service. So most of the time what the people are going to do, they will update this parameter with yes, and they will forget that restarting the service. Without restarting service, whatever the configurations you did in this particular file, it may not going to reflect. You should restart the service, then only it is going to reflect. Clear? Anybody have any questions, guys, about the SSH command? It's a very, very important command. Clear? Okay. So next one is SCP. SCP means secure copy. S means secure, CP means copy. Secure copy. See, if you want to copy the files or directories within the server, we are going to use the CP command. Yes or no? So my requirement is I want to copy the file from one server to another server. This is the server 1. This is the server 1. This is the server 2. This is the server 2. I have a one file called as devops.txt in the server 1. I want to copy this file from server 1 to server 2. How we are going to copy? Sir, I am familiar with the FTP tools. What I will do? First, I will connect to this particular server from my laptop, and I will download this text file into my laptop, and again I will connect to the server, and I am going to upload it, sir. Is the way? No. What you will do? Directly you can use that SCP command here. SCP file name. So the syntax is SCP file name username @ server, the target server where you have to upload it, server host name or IP address, colon the path where you have to copy into the target server. Okay, so this is the syntax. So if you want to copy the directory, -r directory name, SCP -r recursive directory name, username @ hostname or IP address, path where you have to copy. Clear? So Karnakar is asking, sir, what is the recommended method to log in with the PEM file or with the SSH way? Bhaiya, both PEM file or with password, you should use the SSH command only. See, even if you are going to log in with the PEM file, that time also we are going to use SSH command. Even if you want to log in with the password, so that time also you are going to use the SSH command. Okay. But the recommended way is using the PEM file. Okay. So AWS is not going to allow you to log in with the password. You should not supposed to be. Okay. See, when you are executing this command SCP, okay, we are not specifying that the PEM file. If you don't specify the PEM file, what it is going to do? It is going to ask the password. It is going to ask the password. So you have to give the password. So even in the second server also, you have to enable the password authentication. So you have to enable the password authentication in server 1 as well as in server 2 also. What you will do, if you want to practice this SCP command, you have to create another server, okay, and you have to do the practice. So right now you guys has created one server, right? So you created one server name as Red Hat server. What you will do, just rename it with the server 1. Okay, and create one more server. Create that one more server. Launch instance, Red Hat. Okay, select next. So 1 GB RAM is enough. Next. Okay, clear. Next, launch. So select that checkbox. See guys, I am creating another server with the existing key pair because already I created that. I have PEM file is there. Guys, you can use the same PEM file for creating n number of servers. Okay, see, if you want you can create a new one also. Create new one. See, it is going to ask the PEM file name. Instead of that one, my suggestion is go with that existing. Choose an existing key pair. So I have two PEM files are there. So that's why it is showing two. So I am going to use this one, launch instance. Now it is going to create a one instance. Okay, click on view instances. Okay, so here see, just mouse over, give the name server 2, save it. Okay, now what you will do, first connect to that server to make the password authentication. Make the password authentication. Click on connect. Okay, copy this one, open the terminal. Okay, so go to the folder where your PEM files are there. Then you can execute this command. Still it is not up and running fully. That's why it is giving that connection refused. Have to wait some time. Okay, so let me take one more time. Server 2, you can connect. Copy. It is not up and running. Yes, it is up and running. So we have successfully connected. So here also make that password and authentication. See guys, in server 1 already we did password authentication. In server 2, I'm making that password authentication. If you make the password authentication, you don't want any the PEM file Kumar. Okay, so if you don't create enable the password authentication, that time you have to use that scp-i the PEM file. Okay, so like that you have to, if you don't use the PEM file, you have to make the password authentication. So update that file which is available in etc directory sshd_config file. So just search with password authentication. Just change that no to yes and save it. Okay, restart the service using the service command, service sshd restart, and set the password for ec2-user, passwd ec2-user. Okay, I'm going to give the password as a password. Right, so this is a server 1. So here 108 is there, this is the server 1. Okay, so this is the sorry, that is the server 2, this is the server 1. Okay, so now from server 1, I want to copy the file to the server 2. Okay, so here in the server 1, see left side window, whatever it is there, this is the server 1. So this is the server 2. Okay, so here I am going to execute scp devops.txt is there na devops.tar file. Okay, tar file. I want to copy into that second server. In the second server, we have ec-user is there at the rate second server IP address. Okay, so select the server to copy the public address at the rate colon. You have to specify the path where you have to be. Okay, so very first time you are connecting, that's why it is asking, are you sure you want to continue connecting? Say yes. Now if you go and see in the temp directory, you will see that devops.tar file. See, no, still it is not copied. rm-rf star. So I have deleted. So again I'm executing this. Oh, I didn't give the password still. Okay, password as a password. Yes, it has copied. Now if you go here and if you see where I have copied, oh, in the temp directory, specify the directory name. See, it has copied, right? So like that, guys, you can copy the directories also. scp, just use the same command scp. Instead of file name, you can specify the directory name. So for that one, you have to use that -r. Give that directory name devops directory ec-user, then at the rate IP address colon path in the target server where you want to copy. I am specifying the temp directory because we are using the ec-user. Okay, ec-user have the access to the temp directory. Okay, see, just type password as a password. Now if you go and see here, see, DevOps directory also copied. So like that, using that scp command, you can copy the files from across the servers, server to server. So how long file will be available in the temp directory? It will be available as long as if you don't delete it. Okay, if you don't delete, it will be available. Clear? So guys, what I did, I have created a server 2. Here I connected first with the password authentication, sorry, PEM5, and I have enabled the password authentication. In the server 1, I have executed the scp command. From server 1, I am copying the files to the server 2. Okay, so first from my laptop, I have connected to the server 1. Here I am executing the scp command. It is going to copy into the server 2, and we have verified also. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? So I have created a very good videos. Just go through that one. So once you will finish this passwordless password authentication, go through this video. It is also very important video. See, if you want to connect to the servers, we are using that SSH command. When you are using SSH command, it is asking that password authentication, right? See, in this example, what I did, I have two servers, server A, server B, or server 1, server 2. If you want to connect to the server 1 to server B without password, we can connect it. Just simply type SSH username at the rate IP address and hit enter. It is going to connect it. So for that one, we have to do some configurations. So just go through this video. It is very important. This video, okay? How to make passwordless login using the SSH across the servers. Okay, everyone should finish this video. Okay, what you have to do, go to that playlist and select that Linux. Once if you come to that Linux playlist, you will see that passwordless SSH. Passwordless SSH. This one. Already we discussed about the SCP command, and you guys has to go through that AWK command and cut commands also. If you have time, go through all these videos. Go through that all these videos. Clear? So tomorrow we are going to continue about that hardware information related some commands, communication, and we are going to complete these Linux commands in tomorrow's session. Later, Friday, I am going to start the shell scripting. Clear? Anybody have any questions, guys? So today, whatever we discussed in a cron tab and SSH, very, very, very important. Okay. So thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. So I'm expecting 100% attendance tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to remove you guys from the Skype too. Clear? Okay. So Sai Krishna is asking, sir, how to increase the session timeout? So Sai Krishna, please remind me tomorrow. We'll discuss that one. Okay. Definitely, I will help you. But remind me tomorrow. I'm going to. So first, before starting the class, we'll discuss that one. Then we'll go to that other topics tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye now.